What's up, everybody?
Regulators, mount up. Yee-Haw. Give
That's
it a
it.
good old Texas yee-haw.
Gonna get a yee-haw. That's
Now I
my
got
best whip sounding sound effect that you're getting today. Sound effect when I can do it for us. What's up, honey bunny?
How you doing? How you doing? How you been?
Oh,
I
getting
know, I
excited.
know.
Ugh, spend my week of hell fuck coming on starting Tuesday. But anyways, me and the dentist will be real tight, real good buddies. Fuck
You
at
and
the
the
end of the
oral
week.
surgeon and the dentistry office over there in your local neighborhood are gonna be besties by the end of the week.
I know. I'm so looking forward to it. Can you hear it in my voice? Hi,
I can tell.
everybody. Say hi to my friends. Well, they can be your
Hi.
friends today.
Hey, all of JC's friends in the chat. How are you? Thanks for letting me come and hang out on your loser channel.
By proxy. By proxy, I guess will be your friends today, too. Hi,
I
Nav.
know. I
Happy
have to let's just tell everybody. See, Jen has had an issue with her hardware, and I don't mean like, the IT type. So she's been kind of dipped out for like the last week or so. Poor thing. I'm not gonna go into it because that's not my it's not my business, not
No,
everybody's
you
business.
certainly
But
love making fun of me. Fuck.
so she's been out of commission, but we decided to do this because you know what? A couple of weeks ago, maybe probably close to a month now, I asked her just because I was being facetious. I called her the queen of chat GPT, and she didn't get it because I wrote it in a text. And then when it went over her head, I said, "You didn't get it." And that's when she called me an asshole. And then we weren't friends for like a week and a half. But okay, long story short, I asked her to put certain things into chat GPT just to see what it spits out.
See how
And
bossy?
and so yeah, yesterday she got in touch with me and she said, "Oh my God." I said, "Yeah, we'll do the roundup. We were supposed to do it last Sunday. So this is last Sunday's roundup today. Okay. Because remember, we said on Sundays we're gonna do, the weekly roundup of tomfoolery, fuckery, douchebaggery, when it comes to the case and AD and Ruseck Jr. and everything, we're gonna do it. And I said, let's do that. But I insist that if you do it, you go full balls, salty balls to the wall, and put that shit into the chat GPT and see what it spits out. So here we are. Here we are. That's my
Well,
intro.
let's not forget though, there was a couple weeks, so it's like I think it's been 2 weeks since we did our last live, and we all know that there was some unexpected impromptu fuckery that needed to be dealt with once and for all. That
When things are going great,
threw a
we
little
were
knife,
having a
so that's
great
why
time. We were laughing.
kind of threw a knife into
Somebody has to throw a wrench into that fuckery when anybody's having fun. You just gotta fuck everything up for everybody else. But we're here and we're back and
anyways.
we're on track
Yes.
again.
Well, and it kind of provided some. That's it. The train wreck is back on track to the final ending off the bridge.
I remember that thumbnail you still have it
God.
with the train on fire going off the fucking rails. I still can see that thumbnail in my head.
I love that little clip. I absolutely love that little clip. It's so fucking. That's from fucking Back to
Wasn't
the
it the
Future.
Claire Morgan shit?
Oh, I used it for AD as well at the, I've used it in a few different places. Yeah. I'll have to pull it out again for old times.
It is. I just want to say happy Sunday for the Soulless Roundup today. Here with us, me and JC. Thanks for everybody coming. Woohoo! Mount up, regulators. You know what time it is now. Woohoo! It is nasty. It is cold. It is rainy. It is gross. It is one of those.
It's like -18 here and fucking snowing, but it's like everything is so frozen that when it does, okay, maybe not -18, but with the wind chill, it's like -15. But when
come on now, Chewy, come on now, about that.
That's a really harsh Canadian winter story, and it's not even fucking into the new year when it gets. That's usually when we start to suffer with this, but. Maybe Tamara.
So all that hair doesn't help insulate the cold a little bit?
No, it
Damn.
no, it gets under all of that hair. Thank you for asking. Anyways, so everything is frozen fucking solid. And we had yesterday where it actually kind of melted, but then by the end of the day it was all frozen. So, anyways, now it's fucking big, beautiful, pretty Canadian snowflakes are flying around, but just enough to put that thin layer of snow over everywhere you step, so you don't know from one step to the next you fucking wipe out on your face because you're actually hitting clear ice. You can't fucking see it. I'm telling you, the best boots in the world. You need to have fucking goddamn spikes or something coming out your boots. And I know you're laughing at me, all of you. Stop laughing.
No, actually, I'm laughing at the idea. I had a mental image of old Salty up there coming to visit you and taking very ginger steps, not knowing if I'm going to fall and wipe out. I walked out on my porch a couple of years ago. I was at my brother's.
But you know
I
what I've
walked
come
out.
to realize? It
What?
doesn't matter. It really honestly doesn't matter if you like are the type that gingerly tries to like put your toe on the next step first to see if it's like pure ice, or if you just fucking like stomper on through. If you're gonna wipe out on your fucking face, you're gonna wipe out on your fucking face.
I woke up. It was early one morning, and I didn't realize there was a hard freeze overnight. I guess I did realize it, but I had my coffee, and I was going out the back deck, and as soon as I hit that, I fell, whoosh, and I
A
just
hard
slid.
in Texas. That's like slushy fucking material.
No, because it was just solid ice on the wood. So I mean, I wasn't expecting that. So thankfully, Maddie was in the kitchen, heard me screaming,
What was that?
and I caught myself before I went flying off the side of the deck. Thank God. But that hurt. But yeah, good times. Okay, Jen. So I guess
So
we're
what?
just gonna read the first thing and then we'll pull up the second.
Hang on. Let me
Like I said, who's the
entertain our
new chat?
guest for a moment.
Who's the queen of the chat GPT now, heifers? I say if you're
Oh,
gonna
well,
use
speaking of, she
I have
makes an
to
appearance too in today's
I
episode
I
of
have to I have to go rein in
Soulless
your
with the
mass cat.
Sundays Roundup. Yee-Haw.
Damn it. Suki, you don't do that. You know you're not allowed to do that. Come on now. Where'd you go? Stop it. What? What are you
Uh-oh.
doing? Get in.
Don't yell at my cat.
You're mad.
Guys, do you hear her yelling at my cat? She better not be friggin' got scissors in her hands.
I don't know how she figured out how to do this, but the other night, and she's trying to do it now. She figured out how to open up the goddamn curtains, and I'm like, okay, well, if you can open them, you close them. And she hasn't learned how to do that yet, but she wants to sit on the windowsill, and that's fine. So she bites the little thingy until I go over there and do her bidding. Damn it. Okay. Am I here? She's not. I'm here. She's not. Notice her cute little cowboy. Unfortunately, she asked me why I didn't have one. I'm going to tell you why. Y'all say I sound better using this phone than the other one. And the other one is the one that I use with all my avatars and my pictures on it. So the only avatar I have loaded up to this one is this right here, Edinburgh Castle, when we were there in July for the Royal Tattoo, the 75th anniversary, which was a wonderful time, except for it was really, really windy. So I couldn't figure out how in such a short period of time to put a cowboy hat on top of that. Now, if I used my other phone, I could have, but I just didn't. I can't get my
Unlike
shit
me,
together.
who clearly had no problem. Sorry, go ahead.
What? I
I'm
forgot
still
to say
trying to get
now.
my shit together. Bear with me.
Ain't never gonna happen. We
Well,
know
keep
that.
entertaining my friend. I'm getting a
Well, what do you
fucking
want me to
error.
do?
I'm getting an error here.
Don't you just put so much pressure on
Hang
me.
on.
And it's
I'm
so
very
much
busy right now.
pressure. I have to say
Stop.
something that there's a lot of
You're making-
nasty
oh,
that really viral stomach virus is going around right now. It's just like rampaging through parts of the UK and Europe and the United States. And it's really, really icky. And I know some people that have had it or that are getting over it. And just say, don't touch doorknobs with your bare hands, for fuck's sake, if you're in public. I'm at the point, you wear gloves anyway, okay? But, if you have a doorknob that's round, use the sleeve, use a part of your jacket, use whatever, use tissue, I don't care. If you have one that's, that like kind of you push down on it and then you open, use your elbows, for fuck's sake.
Use your neighbor's sleeve. Use your buddy's sleeve that you're with. Sorry, my mouth.
What? I don't understand a goddamn thing you just said.
I know, I'm sorry. I had a mouthful of roast beef sandwich. I said, just use your buddy sleeve that you're with if you have to.
You can do that too. But either way, just don't touch doorknobs for the next 6 weeks, 8 weeks or so. And hopefully you won't catch anything. Obviously, you wash your hands, you do all that. Cover your cough. I know a lot of people don't understand what that means. If you're coughing,
Cough in
I
your
don't care, even
elbow.
if you have, yes, you do. You cough into your elbow if you have to. You cough into something because even if you don't have a
Cough
sickness,
into your
other people
buddy's
might.
elbow if you need.
And they might have been coughing right ahead of you as you're going up to the counter, and then boom, you're sick too. And then you carry it home with you and you're giving it to everybody else. Just pretend you're still at COVID, okay? Just take those kinds of precautions against this nasty virus that's going around. You don't want to be sick, especially with the holidays. Ho, ho, ho. And that is Nurse Salty giving you some professional advice this
Are you
Sunday
done
for
lecturing and scolding my friends now?
I didn't realize I was lecturing. I do have a tendency to come off with a certain tone, I understand. Do I have to do a disclaimer? I don't think so.
No.
Okay.
Hang on.
Can you warn a bit before you pull up these pictures? I've been asking you that for years now. If you're going to throw something up on screen, let me know.
Well, I just wanted to make it very clear that today's Sunday for the Soulless Roundup is now officially underway with Sunday service. And can I get a yee-haw?
Yee-Haw! And an amen from me, sis. You got an amen
All
from
right.
me.
Let's get rid of that and pull up the first order of business. Did you do your homework last night, Samantha?
I tried to. I really did. I had some interruptions, but as usual, I got sidetracked because, sometimes that happens. But I did do my homework. Yes, ma'am.
John is not an excuse that I will accept.
He had nothing to do with it.
John is not an excuse I will
He
accept.
had nothing to do with it at all.
Yeah,
nothing.
Right.
No, it's true.
Hang on, let me grab a sip of coffee here before we.
That sounds good. I'm going to do that too. I made a French vanilla flat white just before we started today. It's delicious.
You always have to fucking show off with your fancy pants Keurig machine. Fancy pants coffee. Better than everybody else having.
It tastes coffee. Okay, you know what this tastes like, actually? I'm going to tell you. Okay, have you ever had Lucky Charms?
Yummy goodness? Yes, of course.
Of course you have. Okay, you know the fake marshmallow thing.
Oh, goodness me. Those are the best part of Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious.
Delicious. That's what they taste like. The French vanilla original capsules taste like the little marshmallows from the Lucky Charms. It's absolutely delicious. I thoroughly, highly recommend it.
Yeah, you just have to have one of those $3,500 machines to be able to get a coffee that tastes like the marshmallows from the magically delicious. or
this is even the better one. I spend $300 in shipping of the good Cafe Olé HEB brand of Taste of San Antonio, Taste of Houston, Texas Pecan, their line of coffee.
What was that little ditty I was teasing you with the other day? Cafe Olé.
Or not, because I told you I only have them down to the bare minimum. I'm making 2 cups at a time, right? And you're like Cafe Olé, or not. So just a little left or something like that.
All right, let's get down to some the queen of Clown Town business here. So this is piggybacking on top of the queen of Clown Town's community post that obviously I dropped the handle on her on my community post. So this is a comment that you can find under that community post. Do you want me to read it or would you like to read it?
You read this.
Yours.
Or we can alternate if you want. Oh no. I don't care.
Yeah.
It just
all right. Here we go. I'll start. Nobody wants to read the Schaefer part because all right, hang on.
I'll let you read it.
We'll draw straws. We'll draw straws. All right. So Helen Schaefer. It's simple, really. Look at the history. Oh, by the way, guys, we're going to be ripping this to shreds after I read this. So just hold on for a few more seconds while I painfully pound through it here. It's my tooth. Oh, it's simple, really. Don't laugh at my pain. I'm trying to read this. Oh,
I'm
God.
sorry.
It's
I'm
simple.
sorry.
Look at the history of this case, and you'll see I've spoken the truth all the way. Okay,
Oh my
Jennifer.
God.
There's the proverbial, if they claim the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam with money going into Frankie's pocket. That was defamation.
And
I said
pause.
it
And
was
we're pausing.
legitimate legal funding.
And we're pausing. And we're pausing.
Okay.
Okay. I take issue with that because literally JC and I, since day one, as soon as people started saying the thing was a scam, JC and I came out and proved that the money was going where it was supposed to go. So you can go fuck yourself. Amen.
Well, this is where
Amen.
she tries combining. Bam was the one that said that the money was going in directly into Frankie's pocket, not us. But of course, we got a bam to try to make what she thinks is and I'm using air quotes, everybody, legitimate, credible point.
Okay, sorry.
Okay. That's what I'm saying. Let me just get through this because you're dragging on the inevitable.
I know I'm prolonging the misery for everybody. I apologize.
Yes, I'm apologizing on behalf of Salty. She just doesn't.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's a little slow, so we'll let this one go. All right, here we go. They claimed the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam with money going into Frankie's pocket. That was defamation. I said it was a legitimate legal funding site where money goes directly to the legal firm taking the case. They said funds gathered were misappropriated. A legal firm first tests the case for possibility of success to avoid wasting everyone's time and money, kind of like they've been doing for the last, going on 5 years now. Anyway, sorry, I said we'd wait. Frankie footed the bill for this preliminary stage, and the case was found to have a very good chance of success. Oh, we're circling back after. The proverbial they, said Cohen Davis was an untrustworthy firm. Defamation. They have had many high-profile clients and appeared on TV as experts in the field of social media litigation. They said there was no case. False. The case has been won by Frankie. They say AD has an appeal. False. The case, AD tried to appeal. Still pending. But he tried to use evidence completely unrelated to his defamation of Frankie. All I can say is look at the behaviors in this whole saga. I think I just hit puberty there. Who calmly states facts and who just rants and raves and gets it wrong every single time. Oh, thank you. That was really fucking painful.
May I speak now?
Yes, thank you.
Oh my motherfucking shit. Oh my motherfucking shit. Are you fucking kidding me? But what did I ask my JC to do? Please, before we rip this shit apart on its own, just for hilarity itself, put that into ChatGPT and see what it says. Please. And she said, "Oh my God, we really should." I said, "You really should, JC. It'll be so much fun." Already.
It's been
done. I know. I'm setting it up for part 2.
So this is where. So before we get into a perfect, once again, very accurate analysis from ChatGPT, I just want to, hi Tamra, let's just start here. This is just one little snippet of that absolute delusion that Helen Schaefer, and I see the real queening crown of ChatGPT, Sophia Delve, has come skulking out from under her rock to try to give support to Helen Schaefer and her virtue signaling and, hiding behind using her religious theme as a beacon of power and truth. Do you want to read that, or would you like me to read it?
Tamraz77 says, "It's simple, really. Look at the history of this case, and you'll see that I've spoken the truth all the way." Then proceeds to tell one of the biggest porcupines. Frankie footed the bill for this preliminary stage. I think some people in this community might have a problem with that statement.
Where do we start? Like where? Like let's see what this is going to be so much fun to rip this entire shreds. Like what? Frankie footed the bill. I'm going to have to say, oh Helen, you're lying again. Surprise, shocker, not.
You cannot rewrite
Frankie's
YouTube history. You just can't do it, especially when you weren't a part of it. Okay. We all know how that went down. Just like the part where they're saying that the legal fund was never, it was just all fucky from the beginning. When from the beginning, you and I have consistently had to come out and say, no, the money was going to the right place. We know, we saw it for ourselves. Leaking that information to said Bam, now deceased, God rest your soul wherever you are, honey. That
she opted to purposely ignore that factor.
And again, we know why she did, because being controversial, it wasn't the fun thing to say was, oh yeah, the crowd justice fund, the money goes straight to your Colin, it wasn't fun. It wasn't controversial enough. So let's say there's something fucky with it. So that way people listen and just go ahead and just give us another talking point. So we've consistently from day one, as soon as those rumors started spreading, that's how we came out with it the first time. That November would it have been 2021 now, right?
Yeah. What would have been 2021?
When we came out, we got the snippets for the Crowd Justice Fund and gave it. We wanted Bam to see that and to know that it was going, because we stood for the truth, just like we still do. And but she wanted to ignore that because again, it wasn't controversial.
Somewhere between, it would have been late 2021 or early 2022.
It was before 2022. It was I believe it was that
we November. Didn't even start, but don't forget, honey, we didn't start like that big long live we did there where we first
it was in November.
First snippet of that blurred out Crowd Justice and Claire, that was that December 2021 whatever 18-hour fucking broken up live stream we did.
Yeah, I know, but it was before that because that's when because we knew that Cassius was one of the moms on our channel. Remember that? We gave it to Cassius to give to her, but she ignored it. She didn't care. God. So it was November 2021. And so the whole thing, everything you spewed. Again, just the fake virtue signaling, just for, I don't know why you do it at this point. I really don't, other than it's just pathetic that you still need validation, affirmation from people online. And
hang on, it's mute for a second. Hang on, keep going.
No, you're not allowed to mute. I'm the one that mutes. But yeah, everybody does have quite a problem with that. You might want to rethink that statement there. Oh, he footed the bill for this preliminary stage. No, he had to get $10,000 in order for your Cohen to even think about looking at it, which he did. And then once we raised the 10,000, he had to have 25 grand for them to take the case. And then we got to 25 grand. We raised it. And I remember this clearly because I remember all the things that we had to do because most of that took place. Again, you weren't part of that shit, Helen. We were me, JC, Preach, Audi, the Rusex, Arm Hair, Marnie, Amber, Cheryl, Jen's journey. She was very much part of it as well back then, behind the stage. So yeah, enough. So go fuck yourself. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the next
again, one. I mean, I don't know how many times. Yeah, hang on. Stop bossing me around. I'm a channel. Don't forget too. Claire was so proud to let us know, and I still, whatever. That's a whole other separate issue because it makes no sense.
Oh, when she transferred the money.
Regardless of that, remember the original GoFundMe, $10,000.
Yeah,
Claire showed us how whatever Sandy paid the first 5,000, but somehow all of a sudden Claire needed to become a middle woman, and Sandy sent her the second 5,000 to give to Cohen Davis, and after the goddamn whatever conversion
kind of broke out.
Anyways, putting all of that massive.
I remember the reason behind that because Frankie didn't have a bank account, so it was going into Sandy. I remember that. I remember the reason why it was coming from hers is because Frank didn't have a bank account.
Yeah, but Sandy paid the first 5,000.
Yeah.
Well, and I guess it's probably not a good look to have the parents who are not on the lawsuit fully. Yeah. Coming. Yeah. Anyway, Oh yeah, let me get. Do I sound okay? Am I loud enough?
Yeah, it's just that you kind of went in and out
I'm
there, so I
asking my
wasn't sure
friends,
if
not you.
everybody. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done with your shit. I don't care. I don't care if you're in pain. I don't care if you're
You'll
hairy,
leave
if
when
you're
I tell
cold.
you.
I don't care if you're cold. I don't care if you fall on your ass. You know what? I hope. No, I'm not going to say that because my hexes come true. I don't want to do that. I don't want
My
to put that out in the universe.
stars!
I don't want to put that out
Oh
in
my
the
god!
telling me what to do.
You know
what
what?
not to
If I
do.
actually had
Talk to my friends because I
feelings,
have to
that would
mute.
bother me.
Bossing me around all the fucking time. It's just bullshit. Okay, you know what? After this,
God,
we're not
she's
friends anymore. We're
good.
not.
Starting now.
No.
Starting.
I'll say when we start. I'll say when we start being friends and not being friends, and it's coming. And I
Oh
mean
no!
it this
I
time.
already I said it. We are not friends. We are not fucking friends.
Certainly
They're
not
my
after this
friends. All
fucking
of these
shit show.
All right, I'm doing something. I'm going to start reading Chat GPT without you since you're going to have a fucking tantrum if you're going to be like that.
I don't care. I don't care. Go ahead. Read it.
She cares, everybody. She cares. Just you wait. She fucking cares. Hang on, guys. I'm going to
Just
pull
a
it up.
little bit. Just a tiny little tiny fucking bit. I admit begrudgingly.
Are you?
All I want for Christmas is my two front teeth. My two front teeth. My two front teeth. Martin Dehan says. Martin Dehan song. Sorry.
Oh, are you going to do something, or can I go ahead and use? I mean, this is what started this whole fight that ended the whole fucking friendship. Was you wanted to do something, but I'm ready to pull up the Chat GPT, and I was even going to be nice and allow you to start out reading what Chat GPT.
No. That's what I thought you were doing. When you said I got to mute, talk to my friends, I thought that's what you were pulling up. I'm ready to go with this bitch because, like I said, if you're going to read that shit, if you want to talk about that fucking bullshit fuckery that she wrote, I insist that you put it in Chat GPT and see what it spits out. That was my concession.
There it is. Start reading. That's awesome.
Okay, so we took that shit post, that whole schizo post, right? That JC so kindly read, that was so full of the fuckery, and we decided, let's put it into ChatGPT, and this is what ChatGPT decides to tell us in its breakdown. Look at the history of this case, and you'll use. Oh, I'm sorry, I already fucked it up. Look at the history of this case, and you'll see I've spoken the truth all the way. People say this when they absolutely do not want you to actually look at the history. If her version lined up with the documented timeline, she wouldn't need to keep declaring her own sainthood like a malfunctioning GPS. That's good. That's good. And it's absolutely true. The second one, they claimed the Crowd Justice Fund was a scam. That was defamation. Whether that claim was correct or incorrect has nothing to do with her. She's acting like the legal system appointed her defender of all things crowdfunded. Also, calling something a scam isn't automatically defamation. It depends on wording, context, and factual claims. She conveniently skips that nuance because it gets in the way of her moral victory lap.
Yee-Haw!
Woo-hoo! Amen! You got an amen from me, girl. Absolutely.
Oh my goodness. I'd say Chat GPT knows Helen Schaefer better than Helen Schaefer wants to admit she knows herself.
I love how it says so clearly she doesn't need to keep declaring her own sainthood like a malfunctioning GPS. I love that part. I love it.
That's what she's always done, though, which is what makes it so delicious.
That's what makes it absolutely scrumptious. Vilifying everybody else whilst claiming her own sainthood and all things crowdfunded. That was a particular favorite of mine as well. I'm assuming you're pulling it, the next one. I don't understand. I should have just played the fucking video. But it just muted it.
Stop rushing me. I'm reading this one because you're just mean. You're being so mean to me.
The fuck off.
All right.
Just read it.
As a continuation. Oh my Lord. This is the Lord's Day.
Sorry.
Stop it. Do not swear
I'm sorry.
at me.
I forgot. I'm sorry.
At least let's put on Let's pretend we're friends till the end of the stream, just for everybody else's sake. I don't want them knowing that it's over and we're fighting. All right, here we go. So continuing on.
I'm not that good of an actress.
Oh, I can't stand you.
Fuck off.
All right, continuing on with the breakdown of Helen Schaefer's hypocritical world of delusion. They said funds were misappropriated. False. Frankie footed the bill for the preliminary stage. All right, well, we already circled back once and addressed this with cameras. We started out, maybe 5-10 minutes ago, but let's continue on. Since ChatGPT, I didn't have a chance to put that through ChatGPT. She's presenting her understanding of how pre-action funding works, as if she has access to the firm's invoices, internal memos, and accounts. Helen Schaefer doesn't, but I can tell you who did at one point. Claire Morgan. So this, and then it continues, which is even fucking funnier. Because I read this I took a video recording after I'd outputted it, and I literally did it real time and recorded it for Sam and then dropped it to her. So I had some little personal interjections that I had thrown in. So continuing on. So as if she has access to the firm's invoices, internal memos, and accounts. She doesn't. Unless she's secretly on the payroll, she can't verify any of these. Or as in Claire Morgan's fucking instance, you don't even need to be on the payroll. Fuck, you just need to and a passport photo, baby. All right, continuing. Crowd Justice itself even says the funds go directly to lawyers, but only once the campaign hits certain milestones. Without actual documentation from the firm, this is guesswork dressed up as gospel. And again, Yee-Haw!
Woohoo! Amen, sister.
All right. They said Cohen Davis was an untrustworthy firm. Defamation. Well, I'm going to say from personal experience, that already is goddamn not defamation, because it ain't defamation when it's true.
Nope.
Calling a firm untrustworthy is opinion, not defamation, Helen Schaefer. Courts have said this for decades. If opinions were defamation, every restaurant review would be a lawsuit. Also, citing they, meaning Cohen Davis, appeared on TV as proof of credibility is adorable. Reality shows and news panels drag in all sorts of experts. TV isn't a character reference.
I like the part about the best. Every restaurant review would be a lawsuit when Gary Cohen shook down that lady for a bad Yelp review of a restaurant there in the UK. Oh my God. That is hilarious.
Oh God, fucking Helen Schaefer forever putting her big fat foot in her big fat fucking mouth, man. All right. Get your speaking voice ready, Samantha. Oh my God, my cheeks hurt. I'm almost at the crying stage, cry laughing stage. Oh God.
That's like the best idea ever. When I said, you got to put that shit in ChatGPT. And this was like weeks ago now. When I had you do that one. And I was like,
she provides endless.
Okay, so here we go.
It's been an endless source of amusement anyway.
It really has. They said there was no case. False. The case has been won by Frankie. The judgment was entered. Yes. And it is now under appeal. Yes. Saying there was no case before judgment is opinion, not a falsifiable claim about fact. And even if someone stated it incorrectly, the existence of a later judgment doesn't magically retro justify her version of events. That's why I keep saying you can't fucking rewrite YouTube history. For fuck's sake. I love that retro justification of everything that and all the fuckery that's taken place over the last 4 years now at this point.
Well, in her
Continuing,
manic
they
mind.
say AD. They say AD has an appeal. False. This is the
Okay,
most
before you
shameless lie.
Sam. Hang on, just before you continue, I want to make it very, very clear before Sam goes on and we continue to rip this to shreds. I nor Sam have ever said he's actually been successful in getting his appeal. It's always been seeking an appeal or pending appeal. It's the fact that that fucking heifer wants to not even acknowledge that he has every fucking legal right and is utilizing that every fucking legal right he has to seek an appeal. Anyways, carry on. Go ahead.
Again, it doesn't magically retro justify your version of events. Okay, continuing. They say AD has they say AD has an appeal. False. This is the most shameless fucking line in the entire post. A judge literally issued an order on November 11th confirming the appeal is active enough to pause remedies. You don't get a free.
Go ahead.
What?
Sorry. Nope.
You don't get. I'm gonna take your ChatGPT post.
I'm standing up.
Okay, I'm gonna start this over again because you ruined my magic. They say AD has an appeal. False. This is the most shameless line in the entire post. A judge literally issued an order on November 11th confirming the appeal is active enough to pause remedies. You don't get a freeze unless an appeal is legitimately in motion. Her claim that the appeal is false is not just wrong, it's knowingly wrong because she's been corrected repeatedly. She's pretending that her personal dissatisfaction with his grounds means the appeal doesn't exist. That's like saying your car isn't real because I don't like the color.
So again, pending appeal. We haven't said, nor has AD said that his appeal has been successful. It's in the hands of the court and the judges now. Absolutely.
Read that again. A judge literally issued.
There was that order. Remember, they can't, even if they're, so again, we've already explained, as much as Helen Schaefer is trying to rewrite her personal dissatisfaction, again, with what's really going on, by trying to spin it in a whole other fucking, out in another parallel universe, bizarro fucking world in another galaxy on her own, that, fuck, I just totally lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. So, again, any possible remedies hearing has already been pushed to the new year, and it's already been stated that they can't enforce, even if a remedies hearing were to happen at this point, until the outcome of AD's seeking of his appeal is granted or denied, they cannot enforce anything.
I love that. I love that fucking this paragraph here. It encapsulates everything so perfectly. You know?
Yeah.
You're pretending that your personal dissatisfaction with his grounds or means of appeal or pending appeal or whatever, doesn't exist. And that's just simply not the fucking case. You need to put your feet firmly on the ground. And I know that being with a fucking psychopath for however long can, cause some issues when your feet aren't firmly placed on the ground. But I like that. Pretending your car doesn't exist just because you don't like the color doesn't mean you don't have a car. For fuck's sake. Suki, you want to photobomb me? No, you're not going to photobomb me. Go, go, go.
So when we come to the last, whatever. Hi, Suki. Hi, John. So when we come to the last sentence, I think it totally encompasses this whole analysis perfectly. But so breaking down the last part of Chuff's fucking ridiculous nonsense, all I can say is look at behaviors. Oh, wait, I missed part of it. Wait, what the hell?
The hex I put on her is working, guys.
It is. Hang on. Okay. What the hell? Give me a second.
I put the gree-gree on. I put the gree-gree on her, guys. It's working. It's kicking in. Tell me that I can't read ChatGPT. Tell me I can't say something. Tell me I can't do that. I'll tell you on this.
I missed the bottom part of that.
Soulless Sunday. Yee-Haw, bitches.
Sundays for the Soulless Roundup. Yee-Haw. Okay, so what she actually says in her comment is, who calmly states facts and who just rants and raves and gets it wrong every single time.
Your boyfriend and you.
Yeah.
There's a reason why
Well,
there's a
imagine
reason
what
why I started calling them can't get right. Can't get shit right. Yeah.
Mr. and Mrs.
There's a
can't get
reason.
right.
There's a
Schaefer's
reason.
complimenting herself while doing the exact thing she accuses everyone else of: guessing, inflating, dramatizing massively, insisting
Yeah.
she has inside truth, and smoothing over any court ruling that contradicts her storyline.
Can you
Her
repeat that? Can
version
you
of
read that again, just for dramatic emphasis for me, for your old salty bitch here?
absolute,
Can you please,
you got it.
let's do that for emphasis. Thank you.
So Schaefer believes she calmly states facts, which means she's complimenting herself while doing the exact thing she accuses everyone else of. As usual, she's guessing, inflating, dramatizing, insisting she has massively dramatizing, insisting she has insider truth, and smoothing over any court rulings that contradicts her storyline.
Her
Yee-Haw.
version of calmly stating facts is just speak confidently, never provide evidence, and ignore any legal developments that go to the opposite direction.
And if we want to even go further and include along an addendum to never provide evidence, pull a Mr. Can't Get Right and pull up something that is not at all evidence. In fact, it actually contradicts what she's trying to put out there. But anyways, so this is my favorite sum up of all of this. Every time she posts, she pulls the same move. She narrates her preferred reality as if it's the official record and then scolds others for not treating her personal fan fiction as case law. I am going to repeat that. Absolutely. Every time Helen Schaefer posts, she pulls the same predictable move. Helen Schaefer narrates her preferred reality as if it's the official record and then scolds others for not treating her personal fan fiction as case law. I almost made it through without laughing and snickering. What a moron.
I love that. I love that part. I love the whole thing. It was fucking hilarious. I mean, it nails it just, keep pumping them out. We'll keep doing this just for the fucking hilarity of it, because it's fucking hilarious. It is funny. It is funny. You could, if Jen ain't gonna drop a lead balloon on your ass, now Chat GPT is. Oh, sorry. I want to look at the comments. I gotta pull up my other phone. What?
Oh, hang on.
What?
It's a combined effort. It's a team effort. Remember, like Bam said in that one ridiculous fucking voice, they're all just selfish and are doing it for money, where I always say my channel does it as a team. Okay, Bam. I'm the one that went to the FBI. I'm the one. Don't recall her ever once claiming that as a team effort among everything else. Fuck. Oh, goodness. What a source of amusement. Oh, God.
Oh gosh, that was hilarious, wasn't
look,
it?
though, we have look who entered the chat. Sophia Delve, just to add, basically fucking parrot what fucking Helen Schaefer is saying. So she's the clown up on the top. If you want to, you can have a go at this one. I had to read Schaefer's fucking comment.
Hold on, let me pull this up so I can see it.
Hi guys, whoever's here. Sorry. I'm trying
and don't
to keep
forget,
things.
so your personal dissatisfaction is not going to allow you to rewrite on YouTube history, and it's all just her personal fan fiction at this point is not case law. Oh, Helen, you're absolutely right. Anyone who looks at the actual history of this case can see that everything you said lines up with documented facts and the legal findings, the Crown Justice funding, the preliminary assessments, the standing of Cohen Davis, the validity of the claim and the outcome in the High Court. It's all there in black and white. Even the appeal point is straightforward when you look at the judgment and the case tracker. The defense was struck out because it didn't meet the requirements. The judgment was entered, and the appeal attempt relied on material that had nothing to do with the defamation itself. The legal records points every point you've made. That's my version. So I gotta do some kind of work.
That was fucking perfect, actually. That's I would say spot on. Here, I'll read clown number 2, Schaefer's fucking response. Each one of us can suffer through fucking having to whiny McWhiner. Exactly, Wiccan. The queen of chat GPT, whiny McWhiner. Sophia Delve, thank you. The amount of misinformation, deflection, and outright lies from AD and his supporters while getting to this stage is shocking. They can't keep this going forever. The case will end, and unless they get extra creative in their excuses, Frankie's remedies will prove that AD deserves the judgment. Are those the same remedies, Schaefer, where Cohen Davis voluntarily 4 days after their evidence was questioned that they withdrew any and all claims for the exemplary damages? Would that be part of the remedies that you're speaking of, that you pretend and neglect to want to and even do outwardly admit that?
Hold on. I haven't seen this until now. So you're actually still on there's remedies when they drop the exemplary damages and remedies? Are you fucking kidding me?
Yes, because Helen Schaefer she's going to defend this with, it's always been about compulsory damages.
So we're really that delusional now?
Are you shocked?
I don't know. I'm literally stunned. This does not happen often where I don't have the words.
Wait, there's one more. Oh, hang on. Did she take a stupid pill, or is it me? Oh, I think she's taken many stupid pills. Hang on. I'm going to leave you in shock for a moment. I guess. I can't believe you're shocked.
No, I didn't see this. I didn't see this until now. So Frankie's remedy will prove that AD deserves this judgment. What the fuck? You know that if they dropped it his evidence, the evidence that Yee-Haw Cohen, this upstanding fucking lawyer, provided the court was hearsay evidence based on something that Claire Morgan told somebody in the law firm. And that's why it was dropped. That wasn't evidence of shit. So they had to say, okay, you know what, we're beat. We really don't have all the necessary, documentation that shows this, and this. So we're going to withdraw our exemplary remedies and all of that now. Court justice, whatever the name is. We're just going to go ahead and withdraw that. So what remedies are you fucking talking about? This is where, you know what, you literally are trying to rewrite. You really are fucking delusional. I want that chat GPT pulled up again where they said she's living in La La Land. We should have put that into chat GPT and it would have said she's fucking delusional. They dropped the remedies. Why are you talking about remedies? This is my new word, remedies. There are no remedies. Exemplary damages, remedies. What are you talking about? Again, when you spend years, you hitched your horse to a literal fucking psychopath. And I get that you don't live in reality a lot of the time. But this is fucking delusional. Merry Christmas. Welcome to the Sunday Roundup. Round up all the fucking psychotics in this little community.
The thing is,
hi, Suki.
On top of it, let's even just pull it back for a second in regards to your, you're still talking about remedies. What the fuck? She's bringing it up at all when she knows damn fucking well that there ain't going to be anything happening. I would be quite surprised if even AD's denial or acceptance of his appeal happens before Christmas. She knows damn well that minimally that there ain't no potential remedies that while this seeking of appeal is still very much active, even if there were a remedies hearing to happen, nothing could be enforced, wouldn't even potentially happen until the new year. Mrs. fucking Advent calendar countdown to Christmas festive savings expired Aldi crap at 50.
It's like the 12
off.
lies of Christmas. The 12 lies of Christmas. This is fucking ridiculous. Fuck. This is
exactly what it is. The 12 lies of Christmas. Oh God.
I was never in agreement of trying to financially wreck a pensioner's life. Yeah, I'm not in agreement. I don't think that's cool either, Ruby. I don't want people getting other people fired from their jobs or having their pensions taken away and shit. Hell.
Yeah.
But I guess in essence, that's what we were doing with AED.
Remember the whole
channel shut down. I will always play devil's advocate. I guess that's what we did when we had his fucking channels taken down. He ultimately lost his channels. It was his own doing, of course, but still, that was his livelihood. So I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Scrooge.
I can hear you typing.
Who's being a hypocrite?
No, I said I don't want to be a hypocrite.
Clicking.
I don't agree with trying to get people's pensions taken away or having them fired from their jobs or calling CPS or doing any of these fucky things that people started doing, doxing people, trying to fucking locate where they're at, GPS fucking location tracker by the sounds of the trains in the background, calling them a liar for that shit too. Give me a fucking break.
That's it. Pain like Bane. On the first lie of Christmas, Helen Schaefer lied to me. And then I'm going to have to come up with a little ditty. We're coming up with a Christmas festive tune.
Yes, we are.
On the 10th.
We'll have it ready. We'll have it ready by next Sunday. We'll have it ready by next Sunday, guys. I promise.
All right, here. So since you did such an incredible job with Sophia Dell, the queen of ChatGPT's voice, here you go.
Okay, hold on.
This is the last painful one.
I love it. Can I just say, whenever you start your fucking comment or retort or reply by exactly, you just look like a fucking idiot. You sound like one too. And I don't even know. I've never read this before. So this is a cold read. I have no idea what you're saying here. Jesus Christ. Okay, here we go.
It's in response to Schaefer's last comment. What do you think it's in response to? God,
no, I said I haven't
read
it. So the remedies. Oh, where she said Frankie's remedies. Oh, I can't wait to see what those are going to be when the 80s defense is stuck out or whatever. Yes. Okay. Exactly. Helen Schaefer, exactly. It's been one long marathon of distraction tactics and reinvented stories, and yet none of it has changed the simple fact that the case was proven. The judgment's real. The defense was struck out, and the only thing left now is the remedies. And you're right, unless they invent a whole new fantasy world to crawl into, the remedies hearing will show exactly why this judgment was earned. The truth has stood from the whole way through, no matter how loudly they've tried to drown it out. And when this finally concludes, it'll be crystal clear that I already fucked it up. Shit, sorry, I got sidetracked. Don't laugh at me.
One job. You have one job.
Sorry, he came in here. He's busting my balls about opening up day 6 on the Advent calendar, and today's day 7. Are you high?
Not the time, John. Do you not know we're fucking live?
Coming into my home studio like that. Who do you think you are? Okay, sorry, guys.
You just hijacked ours.
I gotta start all over again, talking like this heifer. Exactly. It's been one long marathon of distraction tactics and reinvented stories, Helen. And yet none of it has changed the simple fact that the case was proven. The judgment's real. The defense was struck out. And the only thing left now is the remedies. And you're right. Unless they invent a whole new fantasy world to crawl into, the remedies hearing will show exactly why this judgment was earned. The truth has stood firm the whole way through, no matter how loudly they've tried to drown it out. And when this finally concludes, it'll be crystal clear who was dealing in facts and who was dealing in noise.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my best field clap. Yeah. And then we have our yes, slow go clap.
We're really, really talking about the remedies still when they said that what did they say, Jen, about the remedies?
Well, basically, number one, nothing, I mean, it should be paused while, I mean, the outcome of AD seeking an appeal is established. And so basically, it's on hold. And even if there were to be a remedies hearing, nothing can be enforced until the outcome of this seeking of an appeal is concluded. Did that make sense? Can I make it any clearer for you, Helen Schaefer?
Oh my God. Again, when I stutter and I have no words, which is very rare, but it seems to happen a lot whenever we're doing these Sundays roundups. So I should expect that in the future. And don't forget, we're going to be doing this until it's over. What?
Lady Witch came up with the first perfect line. RJC said
I love
to me, gotta run this through the chat GPT.
GPT.
You got it. That is line number one. Oh my God, this is gonna be so much fun. So much fun. So there we have it in a nutshell. The stupidity, imbecility, and madness continues. I think it's hilarious that Sophia Delve came scuttling out from under her rock to try to provide Helen some support, because it seemed all she had over there was fucking.
Well, I guess it's no. Again, here I'll play devil's advocate for you, JC and everybody. This is where you have the mutually kind of exclusivity of affirmation and validation that the obsession and that, you know, what they're doing is real and true and they're good people. You know, everybody else is just noise. You know, when you're trying to recreate the whole history of this over the last 4 years, it's easy to forget some shit. I get it, because it's been that long, 4 fucking years. Think of how many babies you could have cooked in that time, 4 years. All right. So,
well, not just that, there's been so much that's happened too. It's easy to fucking forget.
And you want to talk about noise? Y'all are the ones that have been spouting noise, going, you were the original but bam girl. You were the original but bam. Coming into my chat in November and December of 2021 saying, bam this, bam that. You didn't want to talk about Claire, didn't want to talk about everything else. That was my official goodbye. This last live stream I'm doing. You came in there and started making about bam, and I called your ass out for it. I'm so glad that stream is still up in all of those parts, because Lizzie Idaho Taylor was able to record the whole thing in its entirety, and it's up on JC's channel. Go back and you'll see it. But from all of that but bam 4 years ago to this very day, talking about this shit, and all you're saying is, oh, the noise they make, all the noise they're making. Oh, JC and the salty bitch, they're making so much noise. They're still talking. They're still talking about it. Those of us that know the truth have always been quiet, because, you know, when you got truth on your side, you ain't got to say nothing. You ain't got to tell you ain't got to say nothing at all. You just stay quiet.
Do I sense a hint of a New York accent in there? I do. Just a little smidgen. I love it. But I do. Just a smidgen. Fucking Texan in Scotland talking like a New Yorker. Carry on. Sorry.
But anyway, that's my... And then whatever you do your impersonation of Schaefer, when you read it, you get that breathy Marilyn Monroe singing JFK happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Yeah, that's how you do it.
Ain't not a chance in hell.
You do your impersonations and I'll do mine, I guess. Okay. You know,
you want to read Helen Schaefer like Marilyn Monroe? You can do that. I will never.
You do you, freak. You do you.
And insult Marilyn Monroe in such a manner.
But where I was going with that is, we just stay quiet with the truth, and those that scream the loudest are the ones that are just this. And guess what? We're going to be doing this. We're going to be doing this.
Not only stay quiet, which is why I was going to say, not only stay quiet, which is why we are where we are right now at this moment. Not only were we supposed to stay quiet with the truth, but we're not supposed to say anything at all. So wackadoodles and nutcases like Schaefer and Sophia Delve can continue spitting out
Bullshit.
their rendition of anything but case law and what's actually happening.
Yeah, fan fiction of the Crown Justice Fund and this case.
Yeah.
It's all
Their
fan fiction.
merry-go-round.
The
Endless
merry-go-round.
merry-go-round.
What did ChatGPT? It's your version of events, and what you write down is your basic fan fiction of case law, and that's just nothing. It's just there's no basis of reality in it. You know, and I love that. I love that we did this for her. That we put it into just because. I mean, I just love it. And yeah, you know, regardless of the outcome, I don't give a shit. We'll keep doing these roundups anytime until the very end, till the very bitter fucking end. I don't give a shit, because if anything, we've earned that right to have a few laughs at anybody else's expense, especially when they still want to talk about how it's a done deal. And what are you pulling up? All I can say is who calmly states facts. Chat GPT, you're awesome.
That bottom line.
She narrates her preferred.
Yeah.
Go ahead, babe. I got to mute real quick.
Oh.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay. I'll pull up the other one, that other profound statement in the one you read after. So Schaefer narrates, well, Schaefer / Sophia Delve / whatever, Diamond Eyes, fucking Fingal and her fucking 20 cat alts narrate, well, they throw popcorn at her, or they should throw popcorn at her, but whatever. That's her support system. A bunch of fucking cat alts and a fucking whack job that probably, well, actually, from what I've heard, can't speak, or Chat GPT is the only thing that makes her look somewhat intelligent. And even that's obviously a facade. Anyways, woo, I totally went off course there. Schaefer narrates her preferred hone it in, Jen. Schaefer narrates her preferred reality as if it's the official record, and then scolds others for not treating her personal fan fiction, merry-go-round of fan fiction, as case law. Bum, bum, bum. Yee-Haw. Ooh, is it ever quiet when Sam is not here? I can actually breathe. Lady Witch. Hi, guys. Sorry if you feel I've been neglecting my live chat. It's not personal, guys. Trying to keep, like, can you imagine having to deal with Sam up here on the stage? That is occupying all of my attention, on top of trying to keep things moving smoothly. God damn.
It doesn't help when you have OCD, ADHD, and everything else in between, does it?
And I'm holding my pop pipe in my other hand. That is a true story. I am right now at this moment. I do have my little pop pipe in my hand. Here,
and it is completely legal where she is, so that is completely fine. It's legal
nationwide. Y'all just jealous. Y'all just jealous that pot's not legal. Most of the states, it's fucking legal now too.
Although I guess it's just, and it depends.
So it doesn't affect you. Okay. I feel like there was something.
What?
Excuse me. Was it this one?
Like what? Are you gonna upload this shit as a video just for
shits
and giggles?
I could. Maybe.
Oh, what?
So this is that other found statement about the personal dissatisfaction. Wasn't that what you?
Oh yeah, her claim that the appeal is false is not just wrong; it's knowingly wrong because she's been corrected repeatedly. She's pretending that her personal dissatisfaction with his grounds means the appeal doesn't exist. That's like saying your car isn't real because I don't like the fucking color.
Sorry, I have the window open.
Well, I'm glad because Suki's getting high already. Open it up some more. Jesus.
It is open. You can't put lipstick on a pig. It's still going to be a pig. Isn't that what we're talking about? Or am I just jumping in mid-conversation in the live chat? I've not been paying any attention to the whole fucking live.
This is just so weird. I just can't get over the audacity that these heifers still have. Personal dissatisfaction doesn't write case law, sweetheart. It doesn't change the facts. It really doesn't. And even though you have another pretty much self-affirmed AD-obsessed nut job, giving you validation by exactly. I swear, again, I'm going to say it. Your
know what?
response or reply says exactly. That means it's just full of shit and fluff.
Would it have made any difference if the exactly had been all in caps, or would it have just made it more stupid? I think it would have been the latter.
The first light of Christmas, or Jason said to me, gotta run this through the chat.
Through the chat GPT. See, no, you can't do it right. You got to keep up with me. On the first light of Christmas, or Jason said to me, gotta run this through the chat
GPT. We're on a delay. That's what the issue is.
Why do you like that? Why are you like that? See,
because I can be. Because I can be like that.
Sabotage queen, I'm telling you. On the first light of Christmas, our JC said to me, gotta run this through the chat.
You get it right. You don't even have the tune down. You're tone deaf. Yeah, how can you be a DJ and be so fucking tone deaf?
It's the hair in my ears.
I told you to trim it.
I'm not letting you get close to me with fucking scissors. That's for
I was waiting for that. It must be difficult whenever you light the bomb and you set your eyebrows on fire and your nose hair and all that other shit. Chewbacca. Hey, baby. Hi, baby.
Oh, God.
Hold on, let me see.
Exactly, yeah, with the devil horns.
Oh, here we go. There she is. Hi. Hi, everybody.
Hi, baby. Dookie.
Got the light on. I can't really see. So, exactly. We know the truth. We know the truth. We got facts on our side, and when you know the truth, you ain't gotta talk so loud. Ain't that right, guys?
Ranting
on the first day of Christmas, JC said to me, "Sing it, Suki. You gotta run it through Chat GPT." She's like, "Fuck y'all."
Tone deaf. God,
I'm trying to hold this, get this right. I can't get it right. This fucking camera. There's so many. Oh, she's like, "Fuck y'all. I'm going to sleep. I'm tired. I'm tired."
Gotta run the Chat GPT. Oh, bye, Suki.
The funniest thing was the Google Busters. Huge countdown to something so feckin' ridiculous. I was pissing myself, I swear. I know, that was funny.
And as the cops showed up, Claire wanted to fucking run for the hills. Wasn't it Susie that was like, no, we're not going fucking anywhere. What the fuck is wrong with you? Yep, she wanted to fucking run for the hills exactly in the same manner that she did run for the hills when fucking Alan's channels came all back because of her multitude of whatever 20 plus false copyright strikes. Yeah, not quite the legitimate copyright strike singular that Cohen Davis, the untrustworthy law firm used in a fucking particulars of claim.
Well, don't forget, JC. Don't forget, JC. Those that stay quiet and are the most quietest, just the quietest of the bunch are the ones that tell the truth. So that means Claire Morgan must be an honest, a real truth teller.
And arm hair too.
They're telling the truth. They're honest people.
Must stay quiet for legal reasons. Holy fuck! 5 years down the line, aren't you dying to talk yet?
You're saving it for Martin Dehan's documentary. That's what I heard.
That's right. That's right. Daft, the fucking parade down the street, the celebratory parade.
Oh, I got tickets to that.
Do you? Because you should scalp them and make a shit ton of money. Oh my goodness. Well, there we have this Sunday's for the Soulless roundup.
Yeah. That was fun. That was fun. I think.
Thank you for providing us endless amusement. Chafe.
Seriously, I do want you to, because she did. When I told her to put that through ChatGPT, and I was and she did, and she sent me the video, and she was doing her commentary to it, but I was laughing my ass off. And then the only part that John heard from the other room was Frankie paid for whatever himself. What the fuck? I mean, he lost his shit when he heard that. He's what the fuck? What the fuck?
He footed the bill.
He footed the bill
for the preliminary measures.
Okay.
My God.
Okay. And at the time, his mom was sending the money because he didn't have a bank account, Helen. That's what she said. He didn't even have a bank
Good.
account.
Anyway.
So he foot the bill for that.
I have never seen something shrouded in so much bad faith in my entire life. I really haven't. I hate to say that, but unfortunately for me, that's the truth. I've never seen something shrouded in so much mystery and really bad fucking faith. Bad faith.
God, just and I think, but then just the fuckery that was injected into it, and just all of the
That was never,
nastiness,
I mean,
and ugliness,
probably
and the drama.
90% of the shit never had to ever happen. It was all just, and I'm being generous,
Obsession.
probably
Came down
more
to
like 90.
obsession. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I mean, it's like I can't imagine for 1 second, especially when you see a pic of AD and then that nasty guy pretending to pull out his dick and come all over his face, how that must have made him feel. I mean, honestly, if it had been me or you, or that I can't
Well, and then you had
that's to me just
Helen
like
Schaefer.
this is
Helen
on a whole
Schaefer
new level.
slobbering
This is
all
on a
over that.
whole other level that I'm so glad that I stepped out of. And this is
Oh
just fucking
shit.
just gross. Oh my
I'm
God.
so glad in
That was
hindsight it was
so
very, very publicly clear that I disassociated from those
oh no.
fucking
No,
Helen
no, no.
Schaefer slobbering all over a fucking goblin of a nasty fucking creature that's not even a human in any
How
fucking
does that feel to be a meat writer for a guy that throws bricks through old ladies' windows?
Yeah. Oh shit.
How does it feel to be a fucking meat writer for a toothless fucking goblin? Literal in every way. In sense of
Falling all
word.
over yourself in that fucking nasty fucking battery assholes chat. Couldn't fucking wait fucking a minute longer to re-upload his fucking fucking garbage. My lights never click, hon.
Dilly dimples. That's I'm a Virgo too, and I get it. I need to know all the facts from A to B, and that's why I said I can't in good faith. I'm not going on anymore, and that's why I stepped out 4 years ago. But yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's the bad thing about being a Virgo. You're a perfectionist, and you have to. I don't like clutter. Everything has to be. I like organization. I like streamlined. Everything is very streamlined.
Pragmatic.
I like flow charts. I actually like charting. That's the one part of my job I never hated, and a lot of people always hated charting. I never disliked it. But my problem was that if I even thought I left anything out in proofreading it, and going back, and then there's a very specific way you have to chart, and that appealed to my sensibilities. I think.
I stick with the word pragmatic.
Okay, I'll stick to the word hairy.
I think that's a
compliment. You're hairy and pragmatic. You're pragmatic, hairy,
not
hairy.
Me, you. I'm not pragmatic.
I'd love to see his PayPal. Are we talking about Frank Rusek Jr.'s? I'm sure he got maybe $25
PayPal?
after he put out his community post.
PayPal?
That last community.
You mean the very PayPal that he blames? The very PayPal that he blames AD that, well, first of all, hold on. Whoa, back it up. Beep, beep, beep. The very PayPal that he has yet claims he's never made a penny off of his family's murder, but at the same time is trying to take AD to the cleaners because he hasn't been able to make a penny off his family's case, all on account of AD. Again, I just want to stress the ridiculousness of those two.
But then he says that his main source of income is YouTube.
Let me finish. Let me finish.
Okay, there's a delay.
I just want to stress the absolute ridiculousness and nonsensicalness. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounds good. Nonsensicalness of those extremely two diametrically opposed stances. You're begging for funds and donations to take AD to court because AD says that we've made money off our family's murder. Yet part of the reason you're actually taking him to court, putting aside the fact you guys have made money off your family's murder, but you're claiming you haven't. But then in that same lawsuit, you misled the public to solicit donations from. You're dragging AD to the cleaners, hoping to get a payout because AD is the one who's prohibited you from being able to make money.
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh? Like you can't get any more diametrically opposed stances than that. All right, I'm done. Sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you, but I was right on a roll and then you interrupted me and I lost my.
There's a delay. There was a delay. Sometimes there is. I'm just looking at what Lisa, hi, Lisa, by the way, says for myself. I didn't like AD going after
Hi,
MK. It was
Patty.
stalking. I don't know what lies AD told about the Rusaks, although there were some questionable people on his panel. Yeah, for me, it was his lying about being a legitimate, like detective. And I remember he said
Every
people
five.
begged him to solve their cold murder cases. And of course, my brother being murdered. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? And that's what got onto my radar, that he was pretending like he was legitimate and that he had literal people begging him for their help. And I'm like, are you okay? Oh, I got a problem with you. And then the villainization of Nicole Kessinger when it came to that. And you know what? What are we talking about? We talked about the other day. Remember the last time we did this? We were up here a couple of Sundays ago and we were having such a good laugh about that the Yorkshire tea video and everything. We were talking about how the hypocrisy of it all, when you have people, still making lots of content churning out daily, right? And that night I mentioned Lamont at large, or whatever other channel name he goes by, and he went
It
to
used to be Lamont on the Run, didn't it?
something, I can't remember what it was.
It was Lamont, but yeah, same guy.
Something. So he goes to different places and tells the stories about these different people. And he did go to and visit the graves of Shanann and Celeste and Bella in that family. And you made a comment like, was Frankie out of his basement because he has the video camera or the cameras, the live cam going up, and did he go over there and stop him from making the videos and
And in
everything
the
else?
truck
Of course,
flying
no.
down to that
Well,
cemetery.
sure enough, and I said, holy shit, we were just talking about this. A couple of days ago, he put out another video, and he's at the Watts house in Colorado, right?
No shit.
People are,
Like, really,
my
like,
point
a couple
being,
days later.
and then she said Plunder, as of 2 weeks
Yeah.
ago, still putting out Watts content. So
Yep,
what's
absolutely.
the issue? What is the issue after all this time? And that's why I said y'all are a bunch of fucking hypocrites, because it was just about AD. Y'all don't care about
And
other people making Watts content, because there are
Plunder
people that are
actually,
tuning it out daily.
so it was only like 11 days ago. Plunder did, and if you guys may or may not remember, Plunder back in 2018, she wasn't showing her face then, but she was one of those out there
She didn't
fucking
even talk
pumping
in the
out
video.
multiple videos.
I watched her channel only because she put out the full, like it was just the body cam or the interviews or whatever.
That's
no
one thing.
commentary.
She's on the ball when it comes to FOIA requests, and she gets footage, and absolutely she's but
So
she was definitely leaning. She was leaning on the very much conspiratorial and putting out clickbait videos and shit. She started. Let me just finish. So she's been doing far other content since, but she made a lot of money, and she milked that for all it was worth. Well, in the last 12 days, she's done 3 live streams. And just from the thumbnails, I think the link I sent you, Sam, that's purely about Nicole Kessinger.
Yeah. And then there's other ones that are constant. I mean, they're just constantly churning out this content. So by their lack of engagement on those channels,
fucking channels, you've got Behind Criminal Minds, fucking Stephanie Harlow, Annie Elise there, Tendo whatever life or whatever her name is. These are all like massively populated channels with millions of subs putting out
collectively millions of subs and millions of views and everything else. But again,
dollars, if not more.
Oh, in revenue, absolutely. So it wasn't about the content or the conspiracy theories or him talking about the case. It was just about AD, and that's been affirmed and established, and nobody by their behavior can convince me any differently that it wasn't other than just an obsession over the armchair detective at the time. And still, because if y'all would be actively engaging on those channels, telling them stop the conspiracies, you're hurting the family. Every time you upload another fucking Watts video, it's crushing to the family, it's crushing them emotionally and psychologically. That's
no
bullshit.
Community posts, no videos, nothing. The absolute lack of zero, zilch, nada, absolutely nothing of posts calling out anybody else. And that was one thing I want to say, Sam, that in hindsight now I know exactly why, but I always found a bit odd, because I remember making a couple videos about fucking Aussie Dave, fucking Molly Golightly, and they never acquired remotely close to the views that any of my AD videos did, and I never understood. And I think I did one about Mensa, but nothing. And I'm like, what is? I don't get it, because they're doing kind of the same thing, but whatever, in their own sordid, sinister way. Why would this not be causing more of a stir? Now I know why.
This is the thing that I'm going to keep reminding every time we do one of these Sundays for the Soulless Roundups. When it comes to this case, the AD, anytime y'all mention them, we'll be up here dropping lead balloons left and right. But the fact of the matter is that we read these hyperbolic fucking statements, one after the other, from Frank Rusek Jr., his mother, and his father for years, saying we're going after every creator that has tortured my family. All the creators, we're going after all these creators. We're going after all these creators. Where the fuck are these lawsuits at, Rusek family, that we heard about? Well, all the evildoers. Where are your fucking lawsuits against the evildoers, hypocrites? So I dare say, will there be one? Because at one point you even said, when this is done. When this is done, we're going after all of them. Okay, well,
we're waiting for an answer to all of these lawsuits coming forward. I'm going to just take a quick second. I want to circle back. Ruby Brune had asked back at the beginning. I did catch a comment and I forgot about it till now, till you brought it up. She asked if the crowd justice was still going. Well, which will come as absolutely no fucking shocker. Of course, 24 days until it rolls over for the infinite millionth time again. Still sitting without a single donation in over a year now. So there you have it. Are you mad at
Jilly says, I've always wondered why it was mostly UK folk giving the most dosh. The American public didn't give so much support, which to me is a giveaway. You know what, though? The fact is that nobody fucking cares. Nobody fucking cares.
They made a good chunk of money off the
and then they made the Netflix documentary and all of that. It got views. It's that's a series, American Murder. I mean, that's a series. They did one on Lacey Peterson. They did one on that Irish guy not too long ago. So I mean, it's a series of them. But the fact is, why did they go after the guy in the UK? They didn't go after any of the US creators. Right, even though they said they're all the evildoers that are torturing my family by talking about this case, or just don't put out conspiracy.
The First Amendment. They never had they would never have a case. That's why you and I.
And then they say we're going after all the evildoers that are torturing my family, putting out these conspiracies, and they're doing it on the daily on different social media platforms. So we know that that's just not going to happen. They're not going to do that. It was just more of the hyperbolic bullshit that comes from their mouths. And I'll tell you what, if anybody actually really gave a shit, if the American people and public especially gave a shit, that fucking Crowd Justice Fund would have exploded years ago. It has been up for 4 years now. That is a long fucking time. 4 years ago, this saga has been going on. 4 fucking years. Well, feels like 4 fucking decades, right? So we know, okay, the hypocrisy of it, it was only ever just about AD. He had a built-in group of people led by Lizzie Taylor. Let's not be deluded. Who they were already anti-AD because of the Madeleine McCann case. And then we came around. He started talking about the Watts case. We all, by osmosis, got sucked into that. It was what it was, and it is what it is. All of it just fucking ridiculous.
Not realizing or knowing about predated already injected fucking obsession with AD from that anti-McCann group of people.
I think Frank Rusek wanted notoriety. He must be disappointed that it's stagnant. It's been stagnant for years. And you know what? He does have the ability to shut it down. I just want to say this really quickly, though, because that's Yer Cohen's Crowd Justice account. It's not Frank Rusek Jr.'s. The only reason why it's still up and running is because of Yer Cohen. He still hopes that somebody might put in 10 pounds, 5 pounds. Yeah. But even on his last community post, he didn't even link the Crowd Justice Fund. Frank Rusek Jr. didn't even link the Crowd Justice Fund in his last community post.
They're just chuff, though.
Why the fuck? That makes you an ultimate fucking hypocrite. That's why I said every time you make a post, every time any of y'all make a post or a comment in regards to this fucking case, I want you to also make a fucking donation to that Crowd Justice Fund. Or I will have the luxury of calling you a fucking hypocrite. But see, even if you did make one, who would be able to see it? Because of the malicious fucking donations that y'all made 3 years ago. You fucking shit cunts.
Have you donated since that all got shut down, Helen? Not that I believe a fucking word out of your mouth anyway, so that was a rhetorical question.
Hi to everyone. Can only listen because I'm mustering cattle here Monday, 5 a.m.
Yee-Haw!
Yoo-hoo!
Well, it might be Monday, 5 a.m. down under, but it's still the Sunday for the Soulless roundup here. So,
it has been a very interesting couple of weeks.
It has been.
And you've got a very productive week ahead of you, JC. I know it's going to be crazy for you, and I will be here for you as much as you need me to be. And everybody, I just want everybody to send out really good, healthy vibes to our girl JC, because she's got a week of things going on for her physically. So she needs your good, healthy vibes and make her feel better.
Well, now and people are going to think I'm dying. I don't want others to get excited and think that I'm not like it. No,
sorry to burst your bubble. She's not dying. She's not dying.
For the next,
she is going in for a full body wax, so it might feel like she's dying. You know, I got her a gift card for Christmas for a full body wax.
Thank you for that. I appreciate that.
I know that's the gift that, you know, I figured, you know, I like thoughtful gifts. You know, I'm like that. So I figured this is the most thoughtful. It's that time of year again.
Not even thoughtful, you know, but actually useful. On the first live Christmas, our JC said to me, I fed it into Chat GPT.
Like I was going to say,
right, sick round it up. I need to take another Tylenol 500 or 2.
I know, and then you're going to be on your ass, and then it's just all downhill from there.
No, it's
but our Wicked mood also has been puny this week. So Wicked, I love you, and I hope you're feeling better and that you're on the mend.
I love you more than Sam.
That's obvious.
So you were able to
saying that out loud is going to upset me. Like that's a secret or something. I already knew that. I mean, okay, come on, really? You know what's so fun? It's fun when I said that without somebody here, we'd see a lot more people coming back into our chats. And as soon as that happened, I saw more people that I hadn't seen in ages on your comment sections and in your chats. Yes, I'm just going to say that. I'm just going to throw that down and leave that here just for, you know, to let it simmer.
Well, it certainly helps taking out the rest of the trash that turns out was part of the collective trash problem all along. So
I know
that certainly I think has helped things.
Yeah, that's why I said it.
I was just going to say, Rudy Broom said a lot of people gave because Martin Goblin Dehan constantly said AD was going to prison with various lies that he made up, lock-ins, weed growing, etc. I don't have it up in front of me right now. I'm not going to go get it, but I think there was collectively, I made a community post probably 2 or 3 months back, and you and I, Sam, have talked about it a few times. I can't remember the exact total, but collectively, at least 15 of the biggest whoppers and crackers that fucking Dehan made up and has said all along over the years since, you know, we've been around and have sorted out since, the ones that Helen Schaefer collectively signed on by, you know, Martin is so truthful. He's a kind, decent man who only speaks the truth.
Anytime you need to test, okay, whatever. You know what? Only because
he was a
Cassius Cassius wrote Ruby Rune. I was just reading something yesterday about AD going to jail. Oh, it was Jan Meredith Frost that said that. Okay, so another thing that I want to touch on really quickly, I asked you in your comments from a post that you did about a week plus ago. How do you know that was Jan Meredith Frost? Proof or it's not. I know the proof. And Jan Meredith Frost, you're probably listening.
Yeah.
Don't forget, you're the psychopath that sent me an email talking about how AD put a hit out on your life. Okay, that email, which I'm so glad and thankful that JC has linked up for everybody, and that's what John here is referring to. And the fact that you decided to create an alt to go and make those comments over on that person's channel just because you are a shit-stirring, drama-seeking shit cunt yourself.
Angry, bitter old fucking hag.
Man, I don't see you and all the others. That's the one thing that y'all have in common. You talked about shut-ins, weed growers, whatever you want to call them, Ruby. It's people like that that have too much time and they become obsessed, absolutely obsessed to the point where they can't go a day, they can't go an hour, much less, I mean, a day, hell, an hour without having to create an alt just to go in there and say this. And I'm going to say this. You can take what you said about me and stick it up your nasty, saggy ass. And I openly invite you to take a link anytime I'm live or JC is live, and we will tell that to your face. And I'm pretty sure now, going back to that one live stream that Wiccan did, when you got that person coming up and they were making cow noises or dog noises or whatever in support of Martin D. Hannon, pretty sure it was Jan Meredith Frost.
Yeah.
I had no idea that your drunk ass was still so embedded in this nastiness that you would create an alt to just to make comments like that. I had no idea that you were still so sickly obsessed.
Her own name, she'd already been blown out of the water. That's all they have. Fuck.
Man, y'all are some sick fucking people. You're really sick.
Hello?
You really are. And to pretend that you're not and that you're normal is scary. we're gonna have to shut this one down. He's doing something. Hold on one second, JC.
Yeah.
Sorry, I wanted to address that because I remember when she contacted me with that email and it was so fucking maniacally crazy. AD, IRA, hitmen, cops showing up on her doorstep, fraud, big fraud investigations, her kiss my axe and arm hair, gave depositions. He was going to jail, prison, you name it. It's been years of this shit. Years. And you still are so obsessed that you create alts and go and make comments like that. You're fucking sick.
That's the only way they can keep it going, though. That's all it is.
It's fucking maniacal at this point. I mean, I saw that when I realized that it actually was Jan Meredith Frost making those comments. I thought, there's something fucking wrong with you. And not too long ago, one of her friends decided to call John because they were friends at a certain point. And thought it was funny because she was actually literally physically with Jan Meredith Frost and actually thought, hey, get Sam on the phone. I would at any time give you any of my time. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? Like, you can convince me that you're not a crazy person when that email speaks for itself. You wrote that shit years ago. And everybody knows that you're batshit crazy. So you have the batshit crazy, obsessed people, here, and then you have those that love drama and love fucking hurting people. And it's a sick mixture. And you will be here until the end for these roundups, till the very end, until this case is over. Yee-Haw, the salty bitch is out. I have got to go. You're going to wind us down anyway. I love you, but we're not friends starting now. Stay salty. Everybody else stay salty, bitches. We're not friends starting now.
All right. Well, I'll collectively agree that we said it at the same time. All right, guys, I am going to wind it down. Thank you so much for coming and enjoying today's episode of Sundays for the Soulless Roundup. Yee-Haw! Until next Salty, thank you all so much. I had a blast. We'll see you next Sunday. Have a good week. Be good. If you can't be good, don't get caught. Oh, and then my final, always have to end it like this. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. All right.